terms of our performance is we're about the end result. So I don't care if we run it, I don't care if we throw it. If you're going to let us throw for 377 and 6 touchdowns, we'll take that every week. So. Well, they're good against the run and they're good against the pass, and I look at that. So, I think it's a huge challenge for us offensively, getting matched up against what will be the best defense we faced so far. So, a lot of veteran players on that side of the ball that play really hard. So, I like watching them on film. They're a lot of fun to watch. Them being the number 1 rush defense in the country and number 1 in sacks in the country. So I would say they're doing a pretty good job on the defensive side of the ball.
About laterally, though, you see them.
Well, they're running sideline to sideline. You don't give up 50 yards a game rushing if you're not running sideline to sideline. So.
Has DF even playing defensive back in practice? How's he learning?
We don't really talk about how we do practice. If we did, we'd invite you guys in every day. So just like injuries, we just don't talk about that. So our style of practice allows us to get guys more reps. I think in a lot of other programs, when you don't get as many reps as we do in practice, you always hear about, well, the ones got a lot of reps, but our twos didn't get a lot. We think with how we've structured practice and what we're trying to do from an efficiency standpoint that we can maximize guys getting quality reps in practice. And we hope if we get put in situations where guys have to play, that we've gotten them enough snaps in a practice situation where they can play. And I think the other byproduct is that we've been in games this year. We've been fortunate that we could, kind of play down our depth chart a little bit because of having a lead at certain points in time. So, some of the guys are getting opportunities to play in games right now. This isn't their first time. It's not going to be game 11. Oh my God, this guy has to get in a game and he's never been in a game. Everybody, I think, in a couple of our games, everybody that's got eligibility and is not getting redshirted had opportunities to get in games. So it doesn't change, but we do instruct. It's just who are you instructing? So, I can't talk to a kid who's getting reps, but we all coach the guys that aren't in. So if you watch how we practice, the quarterbacks around Coach Elf and the rest of the O-lines behind Wood. So your opportunity to coach is to point out things to the guys that aren't in. So there's a lot of coaching that's going on during practice. It's just we're not going to stop practice like you see at other places and instruct one player, and then there's 21 guys standing around. We want to get as many reps, and if we don't get an opportunity to correct a guy on that thing, it's and sometimes when you want to talk to a kid, all we do as coaching staff is sub for him. Hey, I need to get him, so go get him so they can run a play. Come here, hey, let me explain what's going on here because we're going to get it in 2 more plays. We're going to run that play again. We want to make sure we get that right. So there's still a lot of instruction going on in practice, but just not for the guys that are actually getting the reps. So yeah, that happens with everybody. When a player gets hurt, I feel for all those guys. They've given their heart and soul to this program, and it means everything to them, and they mean everything to us. But our mentality about the next guy in is that you just can't sit there and feel sorry for him while the game's going on, and say, oh my God, we lost such and such. So, let's mourn. I feel extremely poor for him. I felt bad for John Boyette. I felt bad for Carson. All those guys. I think that gets overlooked. But if our mentality isn't next man in, then Avery wouldn't have played as well as he did when he stepped and was the next man in. So, I think that gets overshadowed a little bit. But we always feel bad when someone that has given their heart and soul like those guys have and doesn't have an opportunity to go back into the game. That's a tough thing to do. I think senior day is great, and I think it's our fans give recognition for them. But the end for us is hopefully sometime in January. So it's kind of a weird time for us. We don't look at this Saturday as let's look at the seniors and where have they been, because we're going to be together with these guys for hopefully a lot longer. So I think that's a little bit different. But we got a small group, but I think they've been outstanding. The Michael Clays, the Kikos, Nick Cody, a ton of guys that understand exactly how this program operates and understand what we stand for and have always done things the right way. So really excited about our fans get their last opportunity to see them, but we still got a lot of football left in us, so it's not like we're saying goodbye to them as a coaching staff, because we're going to be with them next week, and then hopefully we'll get at least a month or so with them in December as we're getting ready to go play in a bowl game. So
how do you prepare, or do you prepare any differently the week leading up to a very physical team, or is it more or less the same week of practice?
Yeah, we just took boxing gloves out and teed off on each other for 2 hours. It doesn't change. You prepare against the scheme that you're playing against, and are they a 1-back team, 2-back team, 2 tight end team, 1 tight end team, whatever their scheme is, we prepare for that offensively and defensively.